Welcome back to Brick System Brothers, guys. Nathan Masters here. Wanted to do a video today related to the 40448 gift with purchase from January this year. The vintage car came through the Ideas line. Side note, really love the box art here. So it was this little teal kind of stylized car, 1950s vibe coming out of here, and it was a contest on Ideas. So a bunch of entries were submitted, and then the Ideas community voted on which one would become a set, and this car was the winner of that vote. So a little bit of information just about the set itself. As you might have been able to guess from the pile of pieces nearby here, I don't actually have this car assembled right now, though I did at one point. I thought it was a really cool set, and I'm glad that I did pick it up back in January. I just had to make an order. I think the threshold was $100, so there were enough sets that I wanted to buy new at the time to go ahead and order. Within, it actually went out pretty quick, went out of stock within a couple days, I think. And I did just check up on eBay to see. These are still going from $15 to $30. Most of what's available is still sealed, so that tells me people are actually just going after this car for the resale market, which is kind of sad because it's actually a fun little build, and it gave us actually some new molds. So I think this teal 4x4 kind of hood was a new color. This side panel in teal was a new color. This was all back in January, so less than a year old these pieces are. And the other one that I know for sure was a new color is in the main subject of our video today, is this other car. There we go. So this car is actually a MOC, but it is not my MOC. The designer of the car for the Ideas contest, I'm gonna try to say this name, Arne Janke, I believe is how you say it, but could be wrong there. Also designed MOCs unrebrickable, similar to the car entry the set ended up being based on. And this was one of those designs, although the original MOC on that page is a police car. And so the color blocking on that model is a little bit different. What I've done is I've taken that design, which is for sale. The instructions for the design are for sale and unbrickable on that page, which I will link to in the description. And I'm actually not going to show a whole lot of interior stuff on this car, just to respect that the designer is selling instructions instead of putting them up for free. So I do want to retain some of that originality there, as this is not my design to share with you guys, but I did want to show what I was able to do with some of the new color pieces. And just doing kind of a color swap for this MOC, this design that was put out. The original design is mostly black. It does have the white top, and then the white door that also uses a decorated piece to get the police styles on there. But thanks to this set, the 40448 vintage car gift with purchase, we had enough pieces in our new teal color to kind of swap out most of the parts in the MOC design and give it this teal and white combo, which I actually really prefer this to the police car. Not everyone will, but this was definitely what I was going for over the original colors. So yeah, enough teal to kind of fill in the front details, and I did change a few things. This is not 100% accurate to the instructions, but the core of the model, like wheelbase and then all of those internal elements, are pretty much the same. Probably my favorite aspect of the design is the flare on here that is achieved with a Ninjago weapon. I think it's from one of the mechs. And this is actually available in a couple different colors. I contemplated using the pearl gold for this design, but I think I ended up going with the pearl dark silver, or what else is it called? Pearl dark gray, I guess. And I think that is a very good balance between the darker teal and then the white. So the white top, and then a little bit of white spilling over the sword across the rear fender and to the back of the car where those taillights are. I also did include the original license plates from the gift with purchase set, and there's some fun details about these license plates. You should find some reviews online that talk about that. I think the Brickset review does explain these letters and numbers. There's some significance there. But interestingly enough, there's a similar technique for the windshield here that there was in the original Ideas set. And in the Ideas set, this was the original technique submitted by the builder, but to me it almost seems like it's incomplete. It's just kind of sticking up there. It's not the way that the piece is designed to be used. So it does achieve that effect of putting a slightly different angle windshield up there, but it doesn't connect to anything. And in this MOC it does. It does have this roof line that continues back through, and then it is tied in again with a rear window, and that actually wraps around quite a ways back towards the main area of the car. So this is in the 6 wide original Speed Champion scale. Current Speed Champions are 8 wide, which is really good for capturing detail, but it definitely gets outside of minifigure scale and the proportionality there. And again, not showing a whole lot of the inside, but I did want to confirm that it is really compatible with minifigs, for one minifig anyways, to sit in there. And that's kind of what's missing between this MOC and the Ideas set. For all of its shortcomings, which, you know, there's minor complaints, it's a really good gift with purchase set, but it did also seat 2 minifigures side by side using the jumper plates here, and on the side it was using these panels to leave enough room for the arms. So that was achieved in the Ideas model, and that had to be omitted here just because of the way that things are connecting on the side, and the scale, again, being 6 wide. So a couple things that I will be looking for to add some minor updates here down the road. Even though I'm happy with the way it is now, I would like to get the windshield and windows in transparent clear instead of the darker color. The little clip up here in the front that I've used in black, it does exist in this teal color, so I've added that to my wanted list. We'll see if I can round that one up at some point. Then I would swap that in with teal. I like the front. The front's pretty good. I might also use that same teal clip right here and try to finish this off in teal. But that mirror piece, the little bar holder, I do not think that is a teal color yet. It's an older piece. I don't know if it's just hasn't got to that recolor. And yeah, so a couple more things to make this absolutely perfect, but again, happy with how it is right now. It's an older station wagon, and it has the same elements of that 1950s design, which personally I am a big fan of. So this MOC scores really high. It's actually the first MOC that I have paid for the instructions to build. A lot of times I appreciate the cool MOCs that are out there, and even the free MOCs that are out there, I kind of look at and look closer at, and it's just a design that I like, but I would rather take my own spin on it and end up with something, especially because I do have enough of a collection here. Even if I can't build it exactly the way that it is as presented, I could get it close without having to buy any pieces. So a lot of MOCs I see out there, I like the design. It's a cool idea for a MOC, but I'd rather build it myself. This one kind of breaking out of that category, which is rare, and something that I just paid a couple dollars for the instructions, rounded up some pieces, and this teal fender here was the other one that we just got in this set that now makes this possible. So this particular color arrangement, I do owe these pieces to the gift with purchase set, which I'm very glad for. Kind of the reason that I got it, among other things, having those new colors in there, and also those design elements that I'm a fan of. But the MOC itself, going back to RNA. So thank you to Lego Group for getting this out through the Ideas platform and that competition, and thank you to the original designer of this car. Sweet design. Glad to be able to get those instructions, and I did put a picture up on the Rebrickable photo page for this MOC just to kind of compare it against the police car, which looks good. I like the police car MOC, but I like the color, this particular color arrangement a little bit better, just personal preference. Alright guys, thanks for watching today. Wanted to share color update and this this design that is out there. Links are down in the description. As always, drop some comments, we'll get the discussion going, and we'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.